Today, we're going to be looking at our Golden Goose routine. Now, this is how we drive a strong repeat and referral pipeline to us. Now, this one's really cool because if we do a really great job of it, it not only grows our business, but it does it in a really cool way. Now, this idea comes from our book, Our Best Workflow Secrets, and it attacks from two different angles. So we talk a lot about the core strategies framework. Now, core strategies, it's an acronym for conversions. It's all about bringing leads into your business. Operations, which is all about business operations, the things we have to do each and every day to keep our business going. Retentions is what we're going to be focusing on today. That's how do we retain, how do we build relationships with, and how do we bring back past clients. And then the experiences, which it actually kind of intertwines in between all three of these. So that's the core strategies framework. And then it drives that with a world-class client experience. Now, this is a really cool idea because when we start looking at how to drive a world-class client experience, an experience in our business that's so great, our people can't help but share about us, we're going to start to uncover something really incredible. Now, we say the core strategies framework are the 4 core systems you need to have in your business. And so building out the Golden Goose pipeline helps us accomplish that by really leveraging something that is going to drive attention back to our past clients. Now, the reason we want to do this is oftentimes I'm talking to my agent friends, and a lot of them share this terrible moment. I guarantee you've probably experienced it yourself. And ultimately, if we do this right, we don't ever have to experience that again. And we're driving along and we see a property and we remember, oh, that's a property I helped sell. And you get super excited. You drive by it because you want to just pass by and give it a look. You notice there's a sign in the yard and it's not yours. What the heck, right? And so this moment sucks. And it sucks because we know that we had a past client who decided not to use us, and that it feels a little bit of a personal rejection. Something we noted in the book, I like to just draw attention to it. Now, this book was published in 2020. So if the stat has changed a little bit, plus or minus, 10 to 15%, it's still pretty dramatic. But it says studies have shown that 68% of past clients would use their real estate agent again, yet only 27% actually do. That's crazy to me, right? So what we're going to be doing is we're going to be working to build our golden goose so that we can prevent this from happening. So how do we do that? Well, we build into our system this repeatable process automations, and we use SAM to do that. So we're going to dive into the Systems Accelerator Manager, and we're going to do that today. So I'm going to go ahead and hop into the routines. Now, routines inside of SAM are the automations. I like to say we have lots of routines in our life, whether it is our morning routine or our nighttime routine. Right before bed, I usually go shower, read for a little bit, turn off the light, go to bed. That's my evening routine. And we have lots of routines. And when you start to identify these routines in your life, you start seeing where they all exist. All these systems, they're everywhere, right? Now, routines are taking these systems, applying them into SAM, and allowing SAM to automate them. And we've traditionally noticed automations. You think of things like workflows, which are sequential tasks. Oftentimes, agents have spent sometimes 2 weeks up to like 2 months building out these multi-hundred step automated task sequences. And you just don't have to do it that way. And this is how SAM just revolutionizes that fact. So, at the very start, we are going to be building out this routine pegged to the purchase date. Now, what that means is inside the contact, there are a lot of important dates, from birth dates, anniversary dates, to purchase dates. And when you fill in an important date inside that contact's card, it can trigger that automation that you've built out, that routine, right? And so we've built out this Golden Goose routine to trigger on that specific date. Now, all I would have to do to get this one live is hit the active and we'd be good to go. So what we're going to be doing is very similar to my other trainings. I'm going to be going through each of these steps. I'm going to share with you the value in this. And that way you can start to look at how you could build this yourself. And then we're going to go ahead and we're going to look at all of the different parts and pieces. So very start, how do we build our Golden Goose pipeline? Well, my very first one is one of my favorite ones, and it's called the post-sale party on me, your peeps, my party, right? So the idea with this one is it's 3 weeks after the purchase date, they're going to receive a message. Now, Sam's going to send this message automatically because we've got it selected for automatic processing. And I call it a message because inside of Sam, it's not sending a SMS, it's not sending an email. We may write it in email format, but what Sam is able to do is customize how it's written. If it needs to be an SMS, it's going to convert it down to 160 characters in an SMS format. If it needs to stay email, maybe it just stays as it is, right? And it all depends on the person receiving it. So this is a really cool thing. So if you see message type, that has to do with it. Now, inside each and everyone's contact card, you can set a preference for how they like to receive. I like to say, I'm a millennial, don't call me, right? Now, the reason I say that is because I don't seldom answer phone calls unless I know who it is or I'm expecting a call. And so if you wanted to see my preferred method, it's probably going to be SMS or email, right? That's the most likely shot you have at actually reaching me. But maybe you actually just want to send a message as an email or a text message. You can do that too. But if you have it set to preferred/email, it will choose which one fits best. And if there's not a preferred, it just defaults to email. Now, the other thing that it does is it's going to send this message to the routine contact. That's the person who their important date got triggered and it started. Boom. So now that we have this, let's talk about the idea of this. Your peeps, my party. So the idea with this is about 3 weeks after the sale, you're going to send them a message and it's going to say something along the lines of, hey, congrats on closing. I wanted to make sure you got settled into your place. I know oftentimes people like to repaint, they need to unpack, they need to do a little bit of cleaning and really settle into the space. Over the next 2 months, I would love to sit down and pick a time with you to celebrate your home purchase. And we're going to do that in a really big way. So I'm going to throw a party for you. I will come to your place beforehand and I will do all the cleaning. I will bring all of the food. I will even do all the cleanup. I will go as far as take the trash out for you. All you have to do is be there, give me the date, and invite all your friends. Sounds like a pretty great party, right? The reason for this is we're removing all the barriers for them to say no. Now, when they say yes, what this gives us is access to their entire friend group. And ultimately, these are people who are probably going to be good people that we might want to meet, might want to work with. And what is a better way of meeting new people, showing them that you are a great real estate agent, than getting to celebrate you successfully helping someone purchase a home, right? And then not only on top of that, you're the one who solved all of the problems. You came beforehand and you cleaned and you brought all the food and you even cleaned up and oh my gosh, they took out the trash even. Wow, what a great real estate agent, right? So we're building in experiences that are subconsciously being shared. Now, ultimately at the event, you get to elbow bump with several people that are ultimately going to be great people to know. They might be interested in becoming leads, or maybe they just share with you where they would be in the process. You know, maybe they're 3 months from looking at a house. Maybe they're 6 months from looking at a house and they didn't yet have a real estate agent. Well, now you are in the top of their mind and you're most likely going to get that sale. So now we have a referral pipeline coming in and we got a party out of it. That's awesome, right? So the other thing that we would want to do, we send them that message and either A, they're going to respond or it prompts them to have a phone conversation with us. So we can add them to a call list and it's going to be a VIP call and it's going to go to the routine contact. So now that we have all that, we execute the play. We get more people into our pipeline. We have a happy past client and we got a party out of it. Now, the next thing that we can do is we can cement ourselves as an area expert. So we can do this with an area highlight. What's new in the community? So this is a really cool opportunity. Once a month after the purchase date, going to receive a message from you that is going to share what's going on in the community. Now, I live in St. Louis, so I have a really easy time at this because there's always stuff going on. There's always restaurants being opened, there's always community events going on, there's always concerts that can be attended, there's always school events that are being thrown, there's lots going on. So maybe you live in more of a rural area, and so that's why we kind of scale it down to the 1 month, but we can give them a little bit of a local taste. Maybe it's as small as the local farmers market is this month. Oh, the squash is in season, right? This is a really great opportunity because it really connects us to our community. So we're sending them a message, it's going to them, and it's going to be that preferred/email. So this is a really cool area highlights, very similar to a newsletter, but it's differentiated just enough. Now, after that, we have a really cool opportunity to do qualified vetted service provider highlights. Now, every 2 months or so, we'll highlight a different service provider in our area that we've pre-vetted, pre-qualified. And I don't know about you, but I get this call all the time. Hey, Cody, I need a plumber and I need a plumber stat. Do you know anyone that is doing 24-hour emergency urgent plumbing? I got you. Yeah, that's definitely Michael, right? And so having a list of these people is probably something you already have. But now what we can do is we can do little spotlights. We're helping shine the light on other local businesses, which if you believe in what is called reciprocity or like reciprocal, I help you, you help me, they might be willing to share you. And so now we formed a professional relationship with another person in the community. And we've also helped our people receive qualified vetted service providers. Now, we just send them a message every 2 months that shares a specific, hey, this is an HVAC guy in the area. He does a really great job. Summer's coming. Make sure your HVAC is all tuned up, right? Things like that. And that's going to go to the routine contact. Now, other things that we can do, quarterly home check-ins. Every 3 months or so after the purchase date, you want to make sure and reach out and check in with them. So you can do that in a couple ways. Either A, we just send them a message, hey, how's it going? How's everything? Wanted to check in. Any maintenance tips, questions, any snafus that you've run into? Here is an opportunity for you to, again, add them to a call list and just do a follow-up call. See how everything's going. The idea with this is, again, just continue to keep them in the process, keep them in the cycle, and keep your name at the top of their mind, right? And ultimately, we're just building relationships, we're being friendly, we're helping them with all of their needs. So after we've got that, we've got some area trends, home renovation, property value opportunities. This one's really cool because I would wager that you probably have several different contractors or interior designers that you work with. Maybe you do interior design for your showings or all of your photos. So what you can do is when you're working with these people, just start asking them, hey, what are you getting quotes on in the area? What's popular in home trends? Oh, that's really fascinating. Does that help property value? And start to kind of build a list. Well, you take this list and you pass it on to your people. So you can build an action, sends them a message every about 4 months or so. And it's going to say, hey, did you know that screened-in porches are really popular right now? It's a really easy DIY if you decided to. If not, I know a general contractor who would love to give you a bid. Here's their information. Oh, and the reason you would do this is it actually increases your property value by this to this, right? And so now we're driving opportunities, we're connecting other businesses, we're giving them value, and we're showing them ways in which they can increase their property value. And so they're just going to absolutely love this one. Again, you're the one who's solving the problems. After that, this one is another event. I think this one sounds like a lot of fun. I personally think that I would put this one on, and it's called the Local Flight Appetizer Tasting Event. So how I see this one playing out, it's about 6 months after you're going to reach out to them and you're going to say, hey, I am doing a community event and I've gone around to all of the local establishments and I have sampled all of their appetizers, right? And I've made a list of the top 10 appetizers. Well, what we're going to be doing is I would like to cordially invite you and a +1. Preferably that +1 is a friend. Ultimately, they will become a lead for you, right? So we're driving our repeat referral. Ask them not to bring their significant other, ask them to bring a friend, invite them to this event, and then build out little groups and take turns going to all of the different establishments. And the rules of the event, you go there, you order that appetizer, you guys taste it, and you give them a little scorecard that you have built out. Maybe it's on presentation, its taste, its overall value, and they keep moving on. At the end of the night, you all meet back at the office, you collect their scorecards, you meet their friends, so you have the opportunity to personally connect. Now they had a great experience that you threw, you're the real estate agent who put it on, you get their contact information so that you can share the results with them. So the post-event results are going to be to the routine contact. You can also click this add message recipient. Now, this is the really cool part because inside of SAM, you can select alternate contacts, right? I can send them this message as well. After we've done this flight event, we've got annual comps. This is a really great way for you to, again, drive value, reach out to them 1 year after purchase date. Hey, I always love to offer up annual comps. If you'd like, we can schedule a time. I'll come by with a contractor. We'll look over the house. We'll give you updated comps on all of the different pieces of it. So you just, generally speaking, know your home value. Now, this one's going to be a message to the routine contact. And then typically you would add them to a VIP call list for the routine contact so that they are able to be communicated with, right? Annual comps is a great one. I know a lot of people do that, but I still, let's throw in all the tried and true ones as well. Now, after that, we've got several what I call golden moment touch points, right? So the very first golden moment touch points is one of my favorites. It's the home purchase anniversary. Any opportunity to celebrate is a great opportunity. So this is going to be 1 year after the purchase date. And what we're going to do is the very first message is a little bit different. So we're going to send a gift reminder. And this message is going to be a home purchase anniversary gift, right? So I've got this template pre-filled in here, and this is actually going to go to the record owner. That would be you, right? So this one, instead of sending off to them, is going to be sent to you. Now, what does this template have? Let's go ahead and let's hop over to the templates, and I'll show you exactly what this is. So the home purchase anniversary template. Now, I have a lot of tangents on disliking merge fields, and I dislike them because a lot of older systems will say, oh, merge fields are custom content because you're like porting in information. And I just don't think adding someone's name to an email makes it custom. I really don't, especially when we have the ability using tools like SAM to actually build custom content that pulls information from that contact card that you've gathered. You've worked hard to build relationships with these people and learn about them. And SAM's using that information to help customize that content specifically for what they want, what they need, and who they are, right? And so that's my soapbox on merge fields, but merge fields do have a lot of power. So let's look at this one. I know there's a lot of merge fields. I'll show you exactly what this looks like in just a second. So, hey, merge field, home purchase anniversary date, would you like to order them a gift really quickly? And I actually pulled this over from the crumble cookie one from the birthdays. So you might notice that looked familiar, right? And then it sends them to a URL. Now, this URL typically would be an easy way for you to just go quickly order something. And then here's all of their mailing details. So now that we have all of these details, it makes it really easy to complete purchase. So let's look at what this would look like if we were in a contact. Now, this is Mark, and Mark is my business partner, and we're just going to pull up his contact card, and I'm going to show you what this looks like. So one of the really cool things when we are in a specific contact, we can go over here to this do merge button, and it'll actually convert those merge fields into what they're going to look like when the email gets sent. So now we have a better idea of what it's actually going to be looking like. So, hey, Cody, Mark's home purchase anniversary is 6/20/24. Would you like to order them a gift really quickly? And then it gives me the URL, right? So I would receive that to my inbox. I would just need to click this. I could purchase the gift. Maybe it's an Amazon shop that you have set up with lots of home purchase gifts that you just pre-built out. Here's all of their mailing details, so you know exactly what you need. So this is a really great way to celebrate that home purchase. But we're not just going to send them a gift and not talk to them, right? So the other thing we're going to do is a follow-up call. That's right. That way we can reach out to them. Hey, did you get the gift? Happy anniversary. Did you and Kathy get to do anything special, Mark? Oh, that's excellent. And you're just typing along, building out notes. Now, the really cool thing about phone calls inside of SAM, you click into these calls and it's going to show you a couple details about them. So you have some talking points if conversation gets a little dry. And then also there's an area for you to put notes, which is really helpful too. So that is going to go to the routine contact. And that's how you build out a really great golden moment touch point for that home anniversary. Now, outside of that, we can do exclusive home wellness checks. Now, this is very similar to your comps, but you can basically offer to swing by with a contractor, take a look at walls, check the foundation, and just offer them, how is your home doing? And you can do that by sending them a message to set up that time, that place. You can also go as far as to add a call to your call list. It's probably just going to be a follow-up and it's going to go to the routine contact. So you can build that out. Now, after that, those are all based on that purchase date, that important date that we have them pegged to. But inside of routines, you can actually build these routines to go off several different things. So all of these other ones would have specific dates that they're going to be pegged off of, right? So this golden touch point is for Christmas. Now, I celebrate Christmas. Whether you do or do not is absolutely fine. For this case in point, most people, generally speaking, know what Christmas is. So this golden moment touch point, 10 days before Christmas, probably the latest you want to try to go shopping, it's going to send a Christmas gift reminder. Now, this one's going to go to you. Again, it's going to send you a message, and maybe it's very similar to that home anniversary. Maybe it sends you a link to a storefront that you have for all of the different Christmas presents that you have pre-selected for all your past clients. And this is a really great opportunity for you to just do something a little special for the people that have worked with you in the past. Now, at that point, again, you could also build out, add to the call list, a follow-up call to the routine contact after. I would say that ultimately speaking, you probably don't want to call them on Christmas because they're going to be spending time with family. They don't want to talk to their real estate agent. So, maybe a couple days before, or maybe we just skip the call entirely and they receive a Christmas gift and they'll just be happy for the gift. I guarantee they'll reach out afterwards. So what are some other events that we can do? These golden moment touch points, right? I know a lot of real estate agents absolutely love Pi Day. I don't know why, it's so fun to me, but 5 days before March 14th. So January, February, March is 3.14 is pi. People send out pies, like full pies, to all of their past clients on Pi Day. So that's really fun. So this one's very similar. You're going to send to the record owner, to yourself, a message with an order form so that you can order them a pie. And then it's got all their details, just like that anniversary date, and it gets sent. Now from there, again, should you add a call message for them? Possibly, maybe that one's a little bit more likely instead of the, Christmas. Other ones, a barbecue season is coming up in June. So 0 days after June, we're going to send them a seasonal gift basket sent via a message to us. And again, it's going to send us a list of things that we can buy them. Maybe it's a new apron. Maybe it's some parchment paper and some shish kebab sticks and some barbecue sauce. You can scale it however you would like, but it's a great opportunity. I am in St. Louis. Kansas City is just next door, and I grew up on Kansas City barbecue. So barbecue is in my blood and in my veins, definitely. So this is a really fun one for us Midwesterners, and feel free and steal that one as well. Some other things, 4th of July, so 0 days after 4th of July. Truthfully speaking, what I would probably do is make this 10 days before the 4th of July. We're going to prepare freedom party packs, right? So again, this is an opportunity to send ourselves a message with a link. Maybe we send out some sparklers. Yeah, we also send a like a little fire extinguisher or something so that they have a good time. Maybe we make a joke about it and there's an ace bandage included as well. It's going to send to us and we can prepare these. We can send them out to them and they've got an opportunity to just have a better 4th of July. Maybe we even go as far as to find all of the bomb pop flavored everythings and we send them in that. There's lots of really great opportunities depending on who you're working with. Are you working with families? Are you working with people in the city? Are you working with people rural in the country? There's lots of options, right? Now, the last one, this is actually a fun one because it's an SNL reference, and this is more of a standard one, but it's a sweater weather. It's sweater weather, right? And so 0 days after October 1st, we'll just send them a GIF greeting. It's going to be a message that's probably an email, and it's just going to go straight to them. It's going to welcome in the sweater weather. It's another fun one that you can do. So ultimately, all of these are designed to create really great experiences, really powerful opportunities for us to connect. They're going to be driving repeat business because we're continuing to build relationships. They're also going to be driving referrals, either directly or by building a world-class client experience. When people ask them, they're just not going to be able to help themselves. They're going to share your name. And the really cool thing about building these routines inside of SAM is they're scalable. So whether we have 10 leads or 10,000 leads, all of them are going to receive the exact same experience because it's built into SAM, and a lot of these pieces are automated. So that's the power of the Golden Goose. Hopefully you've enjoyed this one. This one's a lot of fun. I would love to know how you're applying this. Did it give you some ideas on what you would like to build into your own Golden Goose, or what are some things that you are currently doing to drive this world-class client experience that we did not cover today? But ultimately, I hope you really enjoy this. I hope you get into SAM and build out your own Golden Goose. Start driving that repeat referral pipeline, because ultimately, when you build out this system, this is the one that is going to pay dividends most, because your past clients are the easiest people to convert back into repeat clients. They're going to be your best referral network because they're going to share from their experience with their communities the power of working with you. And you just can't beat that. But I will see you guys very soon.